Day trippers from China heading back to the border, laden with everyday consumer goods, have become a routine sight in the northern districts of Hong Kong. Low tax and non-counterfeit products have made the cross-border trade in everything from baby powder to cosmetics a lucrative business, even if some of the traders are operating on the edge of the law. But for Hong Kong residents in areas like Shenzhen, the first train stop after the border, parallel traders have become a serious irritant. Ping-yin is a butcher in Wu Hui wet market that he says has been overrun with parallel traders, buying products in bulk to take back to China.
所以話咧落到嚟咧，人太多咧，同埋咧佢哋買咗嘢咧就唔會話就係人哋嘅，就自己一買咗就踎喺度做嘢，咁啊變咗影響咗好大，嗰啲路俾佢封住晒，想買嘢啲人咧入唔到嚟。
This week, China imposed new visa restrictions that limit Shenzhen residents to just one trip a week to Hong Kong. Siwa Yung, Hong Kong's chief executive, says the measure is aimed at cracking down on parallel traders. But it's also a way of appeasing Hong Kong's residents, whose frustration with Chinese visitors has spilled over into violent protests this year. Local residents here in Shenzhen may welcome the new limits on Chinese visitors from over the border. But there are concerns about just how big the impact is going to be on Hong Kong's retail sector, which is a vital source of income and jobs for the territory.
Affected numbers of tourists or cross-border shoppers would be about 4.6 million. That would represent about 12% of the Hong Kong total retail sales. That would represent roughly 7,000 of jobs lost. For the government, which is still trying to repair its image in the wake of the massive pro-democracy protests that paralysed parts of the city for nearly 3 months last year, it would seem that this hit to retail sales is a price worth paying. Even Vincent Fung, a lawmaker who represents the retail sector, agrees.
I don't mind at the cost of retailers, okay, if we can lower the sentiment, okay. The worst part is two sides of people confront each other. I think that's the worst thing happen. Hopefully, even our sales will drop quite a bit, but if the sentiment gets better, I think for a long run, we'll gain more.
Paul Deng runs a small shop in Causeway Bay and specialises in selling books that are banned in mainland China. But he also has a side business selling milk powder. He says he doesn't think the new visa rules will have much of an effect on the parallel trade anyway.
The main impact will be the charges crossing the border. This means we have no more 22 renminbi, maybe we will up to 28 or 32 renminbi per can. Because the parallel traders, we call it the end. They really carry the milk powder crossing the border. But if the numbers of this person, they reduce, then the parallel trader boss need to find another way.
The Hong Kong government says that it wants to limit parallel trading, but in reality there's really not much they can do, and in any case the impact on the overall Hong Kong economy is likely to be small. The real question is whether this measure calms the simmering anger that Hong Kong people feel towards Chinese visitors. Because if they stop coming over the border and spending their money, then Hong Kong is going to have a much bigger problem. Tom Griggs, Financial Times, Hong Kong.